We always have good days, especially today because Kira is here.
Hi.
Now, Kira, I know how to say your name, but I don't know how to say your name.
No, I get it. Me either.
It's hard. Oh. It's just like when Eliza was on the show. I don't know how to say her name. I always mess it up.
No, her name, it doesn't matter how you pronounce it. Mm-mm. It sounds like you have just a mouthful of food.
Letters.
Yeah, it's just, I don't ever try
Yours
it.
is tough too, though.
Mine makes a left and then a hard right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's easy.
Walk us through it.
Okay, so it's soul, like let your soul glow.
Yeah,
right? It's
yeah.
soul,
All right.
and then Tanovich. Like think
Soltanovich.
Aaron Brockovich or John
Soltanovich.
Malkovich.
Soltanovich.
Kira.
Yeah.
Soltanovich.
Yeah.
Okay, so Andre,
Yes.
I've known Kira. I'm gonna have to say my son was 3 when I met you.
Oh, he was little.
Yeah. So I think he was I think that was 13 years ago.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Does that sound right?
Yeah. We used to always see each other at like different coffee shops, sitting writing jokes.
Yes.
In the valley.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you still in the valley?
I'm still in the valley. Yeah. Westwood.
There's this one. I remember when you had the big curly hair, by the way.
I still have that
You
Jew
straighten
fro.
it out?
Yeah. It's pilot season, so I put that away for a few months.
That's nice. Yeah.
I don't need any of that Judaism coming through.
Yeah.
I already look Hava Nagila as it is, so I try to kind of tame down, like get my mustache under control.
Yeah. Get rid of the mustache.
Get things taken care of.
Get rid of the perm.
Yeah, no, it's bad.
You should go into an audition with a wet head of hair. Just let it drip. Just curly, ready for the world. If you guys don't know what Ready for the World is, you know Ready for the World?
I don't.
Melvin Riley.
Was that his name? The lead singer?
That's his name, man.
Melvin. Let me love you down.
Oh, yeah. Well, then I do know.
Yeah. His hair was extremely jerried up. Is that Jerry? Would that be called Jerry?
Yeah,
Jerry
Curl. I don't.
Who's Jerry, by the way?
I don't know if it's jerried up.
Who's Jerry, and how did he get the patent on the curl?
He worked it. He knows. I know this is a podcast, but you guys also
go ahead
do
and text.
video.
Go ahead and text, Kira.
I'm gonna get a picture for you guys.
Thank you. God forbid these 2 studio cameras aren't doing their job.
You're gonna
go ahead and grab your iPhone.
You're gonna see. I don't know who can zoom in on this.
Oh, a picture of you,
Jerry Curl
wow.
juice getting in my eyeballs.
What?
That is the Jufro in full effect.
Wow.
And this is what I have to struggle with every day.
Kara, you look
all right?
awful. You look awful. I bet you were hot then, just not now.
No, I was not. No. You think I got any? That was 8th grade.
8th grade.
You think I got any action in 8th grade?
You got to see my 8th grade picture. I wish I had it on me right now.
I bet it was
it's
amazing.
Bad. Oh,
now
missing tooth.
Yes.
I had a missing tooth.
Did you? Are you aging backwards? What are you talking about?
I was the original Benjamin Button.
What do you? Why? A fight? Did your mother hit you?
I fell on a rock.
Oh,
I was running and I fell on a rock and I knocked my canine up into my. Is this a jaw?
Yeah.
Is the top part called your jaw or just your
like
bottom?
a mandible?
We call it that, man. Ooh, nice.
Oh, somebody went to junior college. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me put some mandible in it.
You're smart. Get out of here.
I'm not as smart as you're. Look at this. When I looked at the N and the D, the pond and the pod, and I get it, but I didn't at first.
Isn't
and
that
I
brilliant?
thought it was some Goodwill Hunting. I was like,
brilliant?
what? Is that a math problem?
Is that brilliant?
I don't know. At first, it got me scared.
Brilliant
I was
is what
nervous.
it is.
I was nervous. I was like, I don't
Koy
belong
Pond
here.
pod.
Yeah.
Koy Pond pod.
I love it now that I get it.
So are you smart?
No.
You just retain information.
My parents, when I told them I wanted to go into comedy, I knew so early on.
How old were you?
Well, for realsies, I was 5.
When you wanted to be a stand-up comedy.
I didn't
stand-up
know.
comedy. I sound like my mom. When you wanted to be a stand-up comedy.
When you want to tell the joke, I was 5 and I saw Robin Williams sit on a couch using his head.
Yeah.
I was like, whatever that is, I just aged myself. Look at your whole crew. They're like Googling Robin
I'm the
Williams.
same age as you.
I know, but still, that's not allowed. So I saw that. I didn't know what it was, but I told my parents. And then later I would constantly bring it up when I was like a teenager. I just knew I wanted to be a comic. And my dad said to me, it's not like you're smart enough to be a doctor. And I was like, wow. I guess that's your
Was that encouragement?
support?
That was encouragement?
You're not going to be a doctor unless you're Batch Adams.
Yeah, they were not. They didn't think I was really going to amount to anything else. So yeah.
Favorite Robin Williams movie, by the way, Patch Adams.
Is that your favorite?
It was one of my favorites. Yeah,
actually,
that's
going
when
back
he was the clown. When
he was the clown.
I love that movie.
Yeah, Goodwill Hunting.
Oh,
That's
so
Going back
good.
to Goodwill
That is
Hunting,
my
he was in
all-time
that.
favorite movie.
Yeah.
The thing about Goodwill is, it was great, but no, it was a great movie. What I'm saying is that Robin Williams, Patch Adams, he was so good in that movie. That's when he was, he's still doing Robin. He was being a comedian. It was fun. Anyways, I can go on. Did you ever get to work with Robin? Because I did. At the Laugh Factory.
Once we did this show. Actually, Troy Conrad, remember he had a show called Set List? Well, we shot like 10 episodes for the BBC or something, somewhere in the UK, and Robin Williams was in my episode. Yeah,
wow.
So we worked together.
Troy's an amazing photographer too.
He does everything. He literally does everything.
Yeah, I love that guy's work.
Yeah.
So you did you meet him?
And then I met him when I was a kid too, because our family friend taught him how to speak Russian for Moscow on the Hudson.
No way.
So I was a kid, and he walks in. I'm like, what the hell is happening? And he's walking around practicing his Russian, and I was like, I froze. I couldn't.
That's so cool.
Speak. Yeah.
I did the same thing. I was in the Laugh Factory, and this is right around Oscar time when he was doing an award, but he wanted to do stand-up. It was for animation, best animation or some shit.
Yeah.
And he was going to do some stand-up at the Oscars. It was the same year Chris Rock was the host. So I was I don't know what year that was, but I was in the Laugh Factory upstairs, and it's a Wednesday night. And I swear I was sitting next to Sully, right? Sully McCullough.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I see Sully's eyes just get real wide. Like real wide. When you're upstairs, right? You know that staircase that comes up from the bar?
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm describing it to everyone what it looks like. It's upstairs above the Laugh Factory. Only the comics go up there, and so they come up from the staircase from the bar, and my back is to the staircase, and Sully's facing the staircase, and I just see Sully's eyes get wide while we're talking, and I'm like, what? And I turn around, and it's Robin, and I'm fuck. Like, is this really happening?
Yeah.
And then he goes, hey, I just wanted to go up. But they said there's no time. And I go, what? I literally said that.
Yeah.
I go, what are you talking about, Robin? Oh, the girl in the front row, the girl in the front ticket booth said that that you guys are too many comics on and I can't go. I go, who the fuck told you that? I go, yes, Robin, go up. Please go up. We all want you to go up.
Right.
Every comic here wants you to go. And he goes, oh, you sure? You sure? And dude, I'm like, literally, it's one thing when you're a comic, but then you become like, I don't even know how to say it. It's like we saw Michael Jordan. It's like our Michael Jordan.
Yeah, no, for
like
sure.
Silly, all of us were just like, please go up.
Yeah.
Please go up. We go up as long as you want, sir.
I don't want to talk out of school here, but I was driving in a car with another comic, and Robin Williams called him.
Yeah.
And I could hear, you know how you could just hear through some cell phones, like we're in the same phone call, and I hear him on the cell.
Yeah.
And he was worried about his set last night, you know what I mean? Like,
wow. When was this?
This was maybe 2 years before he passed.
Wow.
So it was recent, and it doesn't matter how long you've been doing this, how good you are, what level, what what tax bracket you're at.
Yeah.
Like, he still was like, are you sure it was okay?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
and when I heard that, I was like, "Oh my God, where does that leave the rest of us?"
That's
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
but that's
is.
the cruel reality of stand-up, and that's why we love it. You and I love it.
Yeah.
Because it tells you right away you're not funny. Right away. Right away. You're not funny or you're funny.
Or you're funny.
And I love it.
And you're only as good as your last set.
Yes!
Sucks!
I hate 2 shows on the same night.
Oh my God.
Hate it.
Yeah.
I'm on such a high.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, there that goes.
Right.
There
right.
that goes. Oh, great. There that goes. Let's start over. Ground zero. I got to prove.
Yeah, again.
From second number 1 that I'm funny.
Right. It's like someone took an Etch-a-Sketch of all the people laughing and just shook
it.
Was like, oh, you think that was good?
Yeah, here's
and
a gray
like,
screen.
Great. All right. You know how hard Etch-a-Sketch is?
I hate to keep going on about Robin, but
go.
From that week on, for the next 3 weeks, he kept coming to the Laugh Factory.
Yeah.
So I ended up, I'm going to say about 4 times I worked with him. And twice on, of course, the prime night, Saturday.
Right.
And this is when I was getting the MC spots every weekend. This is when Jamie Masada was my manager. So
Oh.
I was like, yo, Robin's coming again, because they never wrote it down on the list. He was just showing up.
Right.
And we get this phone call, 10 o'clock show, Robin's coming. I'm like, oh, this place is about to go fucking nuts. Like, and I've told you this, right? There's levels of fame.
Yeah.
There's levels of fame.
Are there?
There's levels of fame. And I want people to know this.
Okay.
Because you and I know. But people don't know in middle America. Chris Rock had a surprise. They're both working out stuff for the Oscars.
Right.
That's why. They're both.
I remember watching Chris at the Improv.
Exactly.
Rehearse.
So they were making the rounds, both of them.
Yeah.
So I'm the host of the 10 o'clock show at the Laugh Factory. I find out Robin's coming. I'm like, yo, they're going to lose their fucking shit. Right? And then all of a sudden, Chris Rock just walks in.
Oh my God.
Just walks in.
Oh my God.
He doesn't even call the Laugh Factory. He just walks in, right? So I had to announce this. You know what I mean? And I go, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Rock.
Yeah.
I mean, complete fucking explosion.
Yeah.
Like these
And they
people
don't
had
stop
no
for, like,
idea.
10 minutes.
They have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
They couldn't believe this just happened. You know what I mean? That it took like 3 minutes for them to sit down. You know what I mean? And then finally when they sat down, he does a set and then he walks off, right? I swear to God, I had to pull up Robin. And like,
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, I've never seen levels of fame before.
Yeah.
I was like, that's Chris Rock famous. Here comes Robin Williams famous.
Yeah.
And literally, it wasn't even the same. It was, Chris was amazing.
Yeah.
This was fucking godlike.
Yeah.
I mean, people ran to the stage. I
Oh
remember
my
I remember this
God.
one lady ran to the stage with her phone and trying to take a picture. Look, she gave 0 fucks. 0 fucks. And then Robin pulled out his phone. He goes, I got a camera phone too, bitch. Let's go. And they start taking pictures at each other.
Oh
I mean, and they
my
wouldn't sit
God.
down. They kept chanting his name. And I literally, Bob Saget came out of nowhere.
What?
I swear to God, Bob, I remember
It's
Bob
crazy.
came out of nowhere. He came down onto the side. I go, Bob.
Like, did
and
he, like, on a ropes course?
No,
maybe?
yeah.
It sounded like
He just
Spider-Man.
appeared. He just appeared. It was soul. It was his
Ninja.
soul.
Yeah.
He goes. Someone texted me that he was coming, and I came. Like
Wow.
it was that. It
Oh,
was
wow.
like even
Yeah.
from the industry, people were like, Robin's going up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like this is a must see.
Do you know-
And thank God he came.
Yeah.
Because we had no idea we were going to lose somebody like that. Oh my God. So it was like that was that moment. Like I got to see that. I got to perform with them. There was one time where Bob, this fucking guy, Bob goes up and closes the show.
Could he follow them?
Wait. No. Bob. Wait, I just fucked up the story. Bob actually is the one that brought up Robin, not me.
Okay.
Bob brought up Robin because I remember I go, Bob, I want to bring him up. He
Yeah.
goes, no, I'm going to bring him up. We're good friends. I'm like, I was so mad, but what do I say? It's Bob.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
So Bob's the one brought him up, right? And like I said, explosion. They went ape shit. And then when Robin got off stage, like I went to go, close the show because
Right,
Bob
right.
left or Bob was upstairs. And Robin walked past me. I shook his hand and I whispered in his ear. I go, man, I just wanted to ring you up. And he goes, oh, well, come on, let's go back up. And we went back up.
No way.
My
Yeah, we went back
God.
up. And then he goes, go ahead, reintroduce me. And I'll come back up. I'll do whatever you want to do.
That's crazy.
And then I brought him back up. And then we went back and forth at,
Yeah,
for like,
his favorite thing to do.
oh yeah, we both went back at it for like a minute.
Yeah.
And then he said, "Can I?" And I swear to God, I could die. I
Yeah.
was like, "That's it. I got to do what I dreamt of doing with the guy that made me want to be a comic." I mean, how many times did I watch Live from the Met? I mean, that was my
Yeah.
favorite special. It was like I couldn't stop watching that, and here I am sharing the stage with him.
Wow.
That was my
Long story. Sorry.
No,
Kira.
a beautiful story. I think he's a wonderful soul. It's sad that he was hurting.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah.
You know?
When he found out I was Filipino, he couldn't believe it. It's like, oh, my wife
Dude,
is
none
Filipino.
of us could, dude.
I'm done with you. I'm done with you. I'm going to post your picture.
Do it. I want it. I want you to
We'll
post
post
it.
your picture and say, have you seen this?
Oh my God.
Have you seen this?
That was my moment with Eddie Murphy.
Oh.
I met him at the Tonight Show, and I had just gotten off stage, right? And he's standing there, and It's so cliche.
Yeah.
It's so cliche. I literally just said,
Yep, I did the same
I
thing.
could not speak.
you.
And he's so skinny.
Yeah,
and he's
so
little.
tiny.
He's little.
Yeah.
And he's like, and he shook my hand and I was just like, this guy was.
Yeah.
I just, nothing came out of my mouth.
Yeah.
I felt
did
like
the same
such an
thing.
idiot.
Keep going. I got an Eddie story too.
Tell me.
Okay, so my mom, I took her. I'm sorry. By the way, Andre's my son.
Andre's
He's
a
on my
person,
side.
guys. He's here. He's actually a human being here.
No, this is great.
So
It's great.
1985. Eddie's the reason why I do stand up. I saw Delirious and I was like, that's it. I'm gonna be that.
I cut school.
Yeah.
Bought a ticket for like My Little Pony and made a left into an R-rated movie.
That's great. So this is what I did. So Delirious is the reason why I wanted to be a comic. 5 years later, I think, or 4 years later, Raw is on tour. I use my mom's credit card to buy tickets to go see it. And I go see him at the Seattle Coliseum with my best friend at the time, William. I swear to God, I couldn't believe what I was witnessing. Like, I still remember Paul Mooney opened, some guy that did the Jackson 5 with these puppets. I remember, I swear to God. I remember when that guy walked out, I go, I saw him on Arsenio Hall show, like, or something like that. I go, I seen that guy. I don't know where I saw him, but I've seen this guy.
Right.
I was just such a big deal for it. There was no internet. There was no YouTube. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you had to remember shit. Like, I saw him on The Tonight Show.
Yeah.
So anyways, I remember inside, I'm like, yo, this is where the Sonics played, the basketball team?
Yeah.
I remember looking all the way up by the roof going, this man sold this place out? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fast forward to the Coffee Bean on Coldwater Canyon and Ventura.
Know it well.
Before it closed down.
What? It's closed?
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh, it's a sad day.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Thanks, Filipinos. Fucking.
I'm going to start
There's a
saying
Filipino
that.
company that bought it.
Anything happens.
A
Anything
Filipino
happens.
company bought it.
On the 405. Thanks, Filipinos.
Thanks a lot, Filipinos. How dare you buy the company and close it down?
God.
Anywho, he's notorious for going there every day. Black coffee. That's all he gets. Straight black coffee on Coldwater and Ventura, the Coffee Bean. Went there every day. You see his white rolls all the time. What? So this is back when Chris D'Elia was opening for me, right? I took him on the road. I was taking him on the road a lot. And every, like, so when we come back on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we're always at the Coffee Bean. We always go to the Coffee Bean. Every time I come, Chris goes, you just missed Eddie. Literally. He goes, you just missed him. I'm like, how many fucking times am I just going to miss him? I swear to God, maybe the following week, Chris is telling me, he goes, came in again yesterday. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, Chris?
How many times was he fucking with you?
As he says that, Eddie walks in.
Oh.
As he says that, Eddie walks in and he goes, it's right behind you, dude. I go, what the fuck? And I turn, I look, I go, what the fuck? That's him. Just standing in line.
Dude.
Just standing in line. And then I go, what should I do, dude? Like, I got to tell this guy. And then Chris is like, you're going to kick yourself if you don't. He goes, I did it. I had to do it. He goes, you need to do it. He goes, if you don't, you're going to hate yourself. I go up and I do the Kira. Kira or Kira?
It's pronounced Kira.
Okay, cool.
Kira.
All right, so I do the Kara thing. I do Kara.
Oh, my God.
I walk up, and literally the minute he turns and looks at me, I fucking ate all my words.
Yeah.
This is what I said to him. You ready? I went to go see you at Seattle Coliseum in 85.
Oh, my God. Dude.
What the fuck did I just do?
I know.
And I remember as I said it, he goes, oh, really? He went, oh, really, man? I go, yeah. You're the reason why I do comedy.
You sound like one of those robocalls.
In my head. Fuck!
Oh, my
Fuck,
God.
man!
Dude.
Get it together, Joe.
It's so hard.
He goes, oh, that's good. What's your name, man? Joe Hoy. Bye.
Dude, you can't. Your heart, all the words just like leave your brain.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He is literally the reason why I do stand-up comedy. I love that man, and I keep telling everybody, there's comedians. I'll even say Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor, yeah, God, legend.
Sure,
what he's
absolutely.
done. But I'm telling you, no one did it like Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
So natural. He's not from this world. He sits down at the panel on The Tonight Show or Kimmel or whatever. Literally, his story is a full-blown stand-up routine.
Yeah.
He talks in stand-up. Like, it's just, it's so perfect.
Yeah.
I swear, I can watch any story. Any impersonation he does is the best. You could. I don't know. I sound like I'm fanboying, but he literally is my Michael Jordan. And it's true. Like you saw how everyone reacted when he did SNL.
Oh
like,
my
everyone
God.
fanboyed out.
Yeah,
right.
And the whole world fanboyed.
And it was
like,
so good.
And I'm not just saying the world. I'm saying every comic. Every comic.
Yeah.
Even today's comics were all reacting the same way.
Yeah.
I watched Comics in Cars with Jerry Seinfeld. The way
great.
he reacted with Eddie in that car was just like, it was me. It was literally the same way I would act. Jerry was doing the same thing I would do. He was so like, dude, you're the reason why I do stand-up. Like, you are, like there was this one thing where Eddie goes, he asked him about an award or something that he turned down some award. Jerry did. I guess Jerry doesn't really like to collect or receive awards. And he goes, because you in my car right now is my award. Like, you're my award, man.
Dude, that's the best pickup line ever.
It is
if
good.
you don't get some pussy after that, it's on you.
But I know what Jerry meant by that.
No, I know too. But
100%.
Can I tell you my one issue I had with that episode? Because trust me, I was all about it when it like dropped. I was like, boom, let me watch immediately. We were joking off air before we started recording, like, because you're like, oh, sorry, Westwood, and I was like, oh well, excuse me, Bel Air, blah blah, right? And we were like joking around about like being fancy and stuff, but. The one thing that bothered me on that episode was that they had some rich people problems that they were talking about. And I was like, you guys shut the fuck up. You guys. It got a little too much.
Unrelatable.
Do you remember what I'm talking about? They were like, like when your Lamborghini breaks down, but your backup Ferrari's in the shop. And you're like, what the fuck? Can we talk about how you like work from a premise to making a tag on a joke? Like,
but is there anything that they can talk that isn't relatable to us? There isn't.
There isn't.
You're talking about two billionaires next to each other.
So what do you do in that moment? Because they were talking about like, what do you do when you're so big? What's your stand-up?
Yeah.
Like, I had to fire another maid today. Like, how do you?
Man, I wish I could just sit with Eddie and just tell him, man, you don't have to worry about anything, which I'm pretty sure he knows. He doesn't have to worry about anything.
Of course not. Neither does Jerry.
He's literally the best storyteller ever to get on stage. The minute he decides to talk whatever it is that he wants to talk about, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
I saw him do Tracy Morgan on Jimmy Kimmel.
I saw that.
And I was like, this is the most phenomenal impersonation, which completely effortless. It wasn't even like thought up or even, I don't even think the guy practiced. I think it's just, the guy has been sent. He literally has been sent.
Can I give you my Tracy Morgan?
Yeah.
Speaking of saying my name incorrectly, yo, Kyra, you ever go hot air ballooning? We're in the green room at the Brea. This was like 15 years ago. I was featuring for him. Yo, Kyra, you ever punch out a kangaroo? I don't know how to answer these questions. I go, are you offering? I don't know what. Yeah, I'll go with you tomorrow if you want to punch a kangaroo. I'm there. Like, whatever you want. I'll hang out. Like, what are you offering me here? But it was just like, are you trying to, I don't get like what these questions are. Like, they were just bizarre. Yo, Kyra, you know I have 3 feet, right? What the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
What are you doing? But yeah, Tracy, that's my, he calls me
Can I
Kyra.
ask you a question real quick? Can I ask you a question?
38C. Oh, I'm so sorry. When we said, your crew said he was going to ask you some. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No. Have you ever punched out a kangaroo?
Yes,
Yes,
with
okay.
Tracy Morgan.
Yeah.
With
Wow.
Tracy Morgan. We went
Impressive.
kangaroo punching.
Yeah.
Impressive.
It didn't catch on like axe throwing.
There's a kangaroo.
Do they punch back?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
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 They are like drunk sorority girls.
Yeah.
They just keep fighting until they vomit.
They punch and kick. They punch and kick and eat. Dude, I went to a petting, what is it, kangaroo pet farm,
zoo?
whatever, in Australia.
They're always called kangaroo pet farms. You're right. That is what.
That's what it said on the shirt, Kira.
Travelocity.
That's what it said on the shirt.
If you Google on Expedia,
Hey,
kangaroo
Kira,
pet farm.
it said it on the fucking shirt, man.
Thanks,
Kangaroo
Filipinos.
pet
You have to
farming.
ruin kangaroo
Thanks
petting.
a lot, Filipinos.
Filipinos.
Look, check it out. I went
Yeah.
to a kangaroo pet farming
Yeah.
place, right?
Yes.
In Australia.
I went to a kangaroo fingering factory.
Yeah.
Oh
They love that, by the way.
Who does it?
Until they wake up. Look, check this out.
Yes.
I'm feeding this thing, right? You buy bags of these pellets. All they do is eat. They eat so much, they're sleeping and eating.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, they're just closing their eyes and eating, because you can walk up to any of them and hand them food. They'll just eat. As I'm feeding them, the guy that flew me out, Seb Boehm, I'll say his name, Seb Boehm. Boehm Presents is the name of the promotion company in Australia. As I'm petting and feeding this kangaroo, he goes, "Hey, mate, you want to go eat one today?"
Oh my God.
What a fucking Aussie. What a fucking Aussie.
Yeah, they don't give.
Hey, you want to eat one,
No,
mate?
they don't give a
I'm like, can I pet it first?
Yeah. Can I get to know
What
its
the
name and its personality? And
Mate,
Yeah.
it's so lean.
yeah.
So lean.
As he's like twisting one of the
so
baby's heads.
lame.
Hey, what do you
Hey.
prefer?
Hey, mate.
Cajun?
Yeah. The younger, the softer the mate.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
God. That's so disgusting.
They're bananas
Hey,
down
mate.
there.
Hey,
Yeah.
mate, you want to have a kangaroo?
So-
Kangaroo?
My husband proposed to me in Australia. Can I tell you?
that's nice.
Yeah, it's very sweet.
Yeah.
It's very sweet.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous. We were on these cliffs, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful. These ships are all coming in. It was like some like big celebration of ships and stuff, and it's a gorgeous
I love
day.
the ship celebration.
A big ship
That's
celebration.
you know when I'm planning to propose to someone, I want to do it during a ship celebration.
Yes, yeah, they're all celebrating.
Oh,
These
it's so
ships
much
were
fun.
getting fucked up. They were partying.
Oh,
so it's
man.
gorgeous cliffs, beautiful, right?
Yeah.
The ocean. Oh my God. And he proposes, right? And I
Yeah.
start just like snot bubbles, right? All that is happening, right?
Yeah.
This Australian chick, these people they don't give a fuck.
No.
She walks over and she goes, "Did you just propose to her?" And my husband's like, "Yeah, we just got engaged." And she goes, "Oh, this is where people kill themselves."
It's the ship killing yard. That's the ship killing yard.
So
I
we
know about
pushed her.
it.
We pushed her.
You
Pushed
killed
her
her.
out, you killed
You
her.
killed
Yeah.
her.
What the fuck are we supposed to do?
That's beautiful.
At this point.
Can I be
You had
Kira?
to.
Can I be Kira and you
Yeah.
be your husband?
Yes,
And
yes.
then we're sitting at the docks, right?
Okay.
And you're gonna now propose to me. You
Okay,
ready? Go.
we're on
Go,
cliffs.
Kira. Will you go?
Hey, Kira, will you marry me?
I'm sorry. What, honey? I'm sorry. One more time, honey. What was it?
Kira, will you?
Honey, one more time.
I love you so much.
I love you too. What? What? What the fuck, hon?
Oh my God, that would be so
the
hilarious.
worst place to
That
propose
would be
at
so-
a fucking shipwreck yard.
Shipwreck
A
yard.
shipwreck yard. Where they
Shipwreck yard. Oh my God.
worst place, Kara.
Dude, we were on cliffs, first of all. Cliffs. Cliffs. These huge cliffs.
Australia's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Were you in Sydney? Which one? Melbourne?
Yeah, we were Melbourne. We were in.
Listen here.
I
Listen
get
here.
it.
Listen here, Miss. I don't
know.
travel Australia much.
hey.
Sounds like you don't travel Australia much.
I-
Because how do you call it? What do you call it? Say it.
I've never been,
Say it.
so I don't call
Say
it anything.
Well, you just made fun of me, so you say it.
I call it a kangaroo
No.
petting farm. I'm calling all of Australia now, the entire country, kangaroo petting farm.
Yeah.
The whole country now. And God bless everybody there, just to bring
Yeah,
it down
God
a little
bless.
bit.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
God, they've been through so much.
Yeah,
and
they
we
have, actually.
We're
For sure.
jerks.
Yeah.
Jerks.
They call it Melbourne,
Melbourne.
but everyone says Melbourne.
Yes.
But it's not. It's Melbourne.
The Melbourne identity.
When you say Melbourne identity, they will throw you off a cliff.
Why don't they just take
look,
the fucking
just-
O, U, N, R, and
figure it out.
Don't
take the shit out,
listen, Andre.
Yes.
Your people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're gonna make fun of Australians.
All
Whoa.
right.
Which people are we talking
Yeah,
about
American?
now?
Basketball
Tacoma
athletes.
is?
Basketball athletes.
Tacomites?
Basketball
Hey,
athletes.
take it easy.
Wait, I'm just looking at I thought his shirt was scratch and sniff. Boy, did I offend him.
Oh, that's not. Oh, Hilltop.
Was chest
That's-
deep in
yeah.
his belly before he was like, whoa,
Yeah.
we just met.
We
Yeah.
just made out.
That's
Yeah.
actually a dope shirt, by the way.
Where did you
We grew
perform
up in
your
Tacoma.
basketball skills, sir?
He was
All over.
he played high school basketball
Nice.
where we both went to the same high
Same
school
high school.
together.
What high
Yeah,
school
yeah.
was that?
Henry Foss High School.
Yeah, Henry Foss.
Yeah,
when you're
man.
a jet, you're a jet all the way. No, different
No.
Foss.
Wow.
Henry
Okay.
Foss happened to be a ship captain.
Ooh. And what was the mascot at your school?
A falcon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yes.
Not one falcon in Tacoma.
What? What?
Yeah.
There's no falcons there.
Not one.
No,
fucking
no falcon.
man.
But good for you fighting falcons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he went on to play college.
Where'd you go to college?
University of the Pacific.
Now he's a girls' basketball coach in
Love
Brentwood.
it.
In Brentwood.
In Brentwood.
Brentwood.
Back
Yep.
full circle.
His
Back to Brentwood.
his daughter played for him.
So wait, University of Pacific.
She doesn't give a shit.
No, I do, but I heard
didn't care.
UOP in Stockton.
Stockton,
Oh,
California.
so you've been stabbed. So
Yeah.
Hilarious. Yeah.
okay, I grew up in San Francisco. I
Yeah.
get it.
I did buy weed in tinfoil though.
Of course you did, my friend.
Of course
and
you
and a few
did.
times it was oregano.
Yeah, for sure.
Of course you did.
Of course you did.
But you knew I grew up in San Francisco, right? Didn't we?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
I grew up in the city.
Did you?
In the city.
Right.
That's what they
in the
call
city.
it.
In the city.
The city.
The city, yeah.
That's pretty arrogant of San Francisco.
It is,
Yeah.
right? Right? Because there's other ones.
When
There's
did you
other
leave?
cities.
When did you leave San Francisco?
So I went.
Before the human shit or after the human shit?
Dude, my parents are still there.
And there's
I
human
watched,
shit everywhere.
I watched a chick take a dump just right in front of me.
It's crazy.
I can't take my mother anywhere. No, I was.
It's crazy though.
Look, I was at a fancy coffee place. Now we have them in LA, Phil's with a Z,
yeah.
where you walk in and they're like, they take you to like a bean concierge,
Yeah.
and you got to tell them about your childhood, and they pick
Yeah.
out the coffee for you that matches your personality.
nice.
It's like ridiculous. It's in the China Basin,
Yeah.
and I'm like, you guys, dead hookers right here below us, and you guys are talking about,
Yeah.
my childhood
Yeah.
with coffee, like. Take it easy. Do you understand
down.
what San Francisco used to be?
Yeah.
We're sitting on a pile of heroin needles.
Yeah, man.
But now it's got like it cleaned up, and now it's just back to just
It's human shit.
scary.
You know there's a
It's so-
human shit app?
There is.
Yeah.
It's awful. There's
you know that, Andre?
crews
That's
that go
crazy.
in.
There's an app.
I don't get
if
that.
you
My
see
city.
human shit,
yeah,
Report
report
it.
it.
report it,
Yeah.
and someone cleans the human shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
It's-
love San Francisco. Most beautiful. I love the people there. It was my first.
It's a
It was
great
my first
city.
city where I was doing multiple nights. I think my record there is 18 straight sold.
Wow.
And now I'm there next week, I think. I'm doing 2 Chase Arenas where the Warriors play.
That's right.
Beautiful.
2 of them,
Oh my
back to
God.
back.
That's incredible.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's
And-
scary now. It's like our city mantra is if you smell something, say something. It's awful. It's awful. I know. It's heartbreaking to see my city, it's these young kids have come in and just destroyed it. Sorry,
Yeah.
that's true. It's what it is.
Yeah.
There's like
Yeah.
the youngest millionaires I think in the country live in San Francisco.
Well, that makes sense because of Silicon, right?
Yeah,
They come
yeah.
down from there. You know what's I'm sorry, I'm switching gears so many
Do
times
it.
because I have so much to talk to you about.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to do this with you for such a long time.
For me, since 87.
87,
So that's
yeah.
how long it's been for me.
For me, 2014.
Okay, different.
Yeah. Different. Not so many years,
Different,
but yeah.
yeah.
Kira,
Yes.
did we? Please tell me if I'm right or wrong on this. But were we on New Faces together?
No. Oh, what year did you do
I've been
it?
telling
I might
everyone.
have been there when you were there. I tried to get on New Faces, but at the time I was on a TV show and they wouldn't let me. So they
But
just put
do
me
you-
on a show.
Were you?
We were there at the same time.
We were, right?
Yes.
And you went to my New Faces. Did you not?
I did go to your New Faces, but
And
I
I
was not
hugged you
on-
afterwards. Did I not?
Yes, because I told you were incredible.
That was the night I cried on stage. Well, I got off stage.
Okay, good.
No, I did. Dude, you don't even
I remember
know what
you
I went
were
through.
emotional, and I
Yeah.
was like, "You are talented. You are funny. You are good." Like I remember, yes, afterwards.
I was working at Nordstrom Rack.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I was struggling. My son was 1, I think, and 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And he was 2.
Yeah.
And I remember I knew it. I knew I wasn't wrong because I spoke to Jay Larson. And I was like, I think Kira was on New Faces with us because they always split them up. But I remember you were there.
I was
and I remember
there,
hugging
but
you.
I did a different show at Club Soda. I did 2 shows. Like they wouldn't let me do. I wanted to do New Faces so badly.
Yeah.
And they put me on a show with like all women. Like it was like a woman show. Like Kathleen Madigan
Yeah.
hosted, and it was fine. It was
But
fine.
I just want you to know that hug meant so much to me.
Oh, sweetheart!
It really did.
Do it a million times over.
Yeah, you don't even understand. Like I mean, people that are listening, Montreal for a comic, especially back then. I don't know if it still is the way it is now, but
Yeah.
but back then it was like your life could change,
Yeah.
and I needed my life to change
Yeah.
dramatically. My son was 2. I'm in my mid-30s, and I'm just like, is something going to fucking happen or what?
Yeah.
And that was the night that I got my agent. I got the Tonight Show.
Oh my God.
I got all kinds of shit because of that one performance.
Isn't
and
it
I remember it was
amazing?
just a struggle to audition for Montreal. I remember how much of a struggle it was. I kept getting denied, and then they kept passing, but then bringing me back. And then practicing my set for New Faces. They kept putting me on worse spots. Like the first spot I would bomb, and then another one I would bomb, and then that show, for some reason, it all came together. And I was just like, oh, thank you.
Dude, I still sometimes have that that ragdoll feeling like after you do something big.
Yeah.
I just had it.
Really?
I just had it. On the Sony lot, I just had a really, those really big auditions?
Yeah.
Where I was preparing, and I left the audition, and I literally turned the corner, and I'm not kidding. It was like my bones all just came out of my body.
Yeah.
I fell apart.
Yeah.
Because every day could be, this business works so quickly.
So quick.
And every day could be like your life changes.
Yes.
Because if I book that, my kids' lives will change.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then again, then you have to be like, but if you don't, then you just move
keep
on
going.
and you
Move on,
just
yeah.
do the next thing. But it's that moment of like, I fell apart.
Yeah.
It was,
I've done that.
Where you keep it together and you, hi everybody, and I was at producers, and I was like, hey, and you like give them that front, and then you turn around when you're done with the audition, and it's just like blah, like I couldn't even. I just burst out.
People don't understand what we go through mentally.
Yeah,
and it's such like. What is it? Is that the strongest muscle in the body? Is the brain or what? What is it? I don't know. Is that to me? We
I've had
exercise
2
it
kids.
nonstop.
I would say cervix, but whatever you want to.
No, the reason why I say it is because it takes such a fucking pounding.
Yeah,
right.
And we have to literally bite. We have to bite and suck it up and move.
Yeah.
We have to move. And then we still have to go on stage.
Yeah.
And deal with the same bullshit again. Like, it doesn't matter who you are. You can be the most famous comic, you can be a nobody, and we still have to deal with the same pressure.
Do you want me to tell you a good story?
Yes. Yes, that's what this is all about, Kira.
Are we going to record? You guys press that red button.
Yeah. Are you guys recording this? Famous quotes.
By the
from
way, I
Kira.
love how far we're sitting, and I get it for the cameras, but it does feel like I'm being subpoenaed. But it's cool.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, I'm an arbitrator.
I love it. So when you talk about going on stage no matter what, and when you talk about getting a break, and how when they come, you got to just go for it and give your all no matter what.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to shoot a Showtime special, right? It was a half-hour special. I think were you doing something with Showtime? Like 10 years ago?
No, I didn't.
Okay. But I it was like a bunch of comics, and of course, when that happens, you're like preparing, going on stage, like, all right, this is it, make it tight, right?
Yeah.
It's a huge opportunity. And I was actually shooting my Showtime special while having a miscarriage.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
So sometimes you gotta tell jokes.
Talk about keeping emotions in check.
Right?
Jesus.
Like, I was not going to cancel. Like, I knew what was happening beforehand. Timing, right? What are you gonna do? And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking power through this.
Holy shit.
Because I'm not, what am I going to be like? Hey, can we do it on Tuesday instead? Like, and also I'm super crunchy granola. So I didn't go and get like a doctor to do it. Like I took I love Chinese people. So I went to my Chinese doctor, and she gave me some crazy stew with branches sticking out, and it tastes like old man feed. And I drank it, and she's like, it could take, 10 to 14 days. And I go, I'm shooting a Showtime special. And she goes, have a good time, right? So I'm like, well, I got to do this.
Wow.
I was not going to let it stop me. So my husband is backstage with me, right? I'm getting hair and makeup, and they're doing behind the scenes footage. And he's just looking at me like he didn't blink.
Yeah.
Because he's like, how? Because he knew what kind of pain I was going through.
Kind of like what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I know. And I'm in the bathroom. So I found this bathroom kind of far away, and I'm just moaning in pain. All I did was just pop 800 Advil, and I was like, I'm going to deliver.
Holy shit.
I'm going to do, and I did it. Nobody knew. Nobody knew for years and years and years, not because I was ashamed, but I just kind of
that's not something you just tell.
Yeah, how do you bring that up?
But like now everyone's like, all these like female comics are doing specials pregnant. I'm like, yeah, but do these bitches do specials miscarrying? You know what I mean? Like
that is incredible.
That's incredible.
Can I be the first one to do that? Yeah, finally. Make Variety's top 10 comics who are having a miscarriage.
Kira, that's amazing.
I know. It's bananas. It was before my first kid.
Yeah.
So I have 2 now. So it was before him. So I didn't know anything. I was like, am I going to be able to even have kids after this? But
how many years ago was that?
So my oldest is 9. So it was probably 11.
That's
wow.
Yeah, right? Because there was a
God
year
bless
of,
you, honey.
Yeah. Crazy.
I
know. But that's what I'm saying. It's the power of not only just being a good comic, being like work ethic, but just mind over matter, mind over miscarriage.
That's the name of the special.
You guys, we can laugh. We can laugh.
Miscarried matter.
I know. Do you hear the nervousness of my laugh? I was like,
we can laugh about
it. We both
it.
laugh like this.
I know. Trust me. But you could like now. It's fine. Yes, it's sad and it's like what the hell is happening? And I don't want to be gross, but it was just like bananas. I mean, it was like a murder site. But I mean, that's what it is. It's gross. I know. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, sack up, bitches.
It's pretty badass that you. That you did that. I don't even know where to go from here. Like, I had no idea. And that's fucking amazing.
No, it is. That's incredible.
And that's that mental strength that you have that not too many people have.
I get a little like a little bent out of shape when still to this day, 2020, people are like, well, women just aren't as funny. Bitch, I want some dude to go on stage passing a kidney stone and shoot his special. You know what I mean? I would love to see that.
Yeah.
I would love it. Yeah. Please, somebody go get a kidney stone and then go, Right. And I'm not, again, it doesn't have anything to really do with women, comics and men, whatever. But it's just when I hear that, it kind of, because it's like, come on, don't, just chill out.
Yeah.
Like we're all just comics.
Yeah. You're funny as shit.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I love it. You've always been funny. And I love it. And you've been my friend for the longest time. We don't hang out much.
We do not. Because it's it's hard when you're filling arenas to have a play date.
I would love for you to do a show with me.
I would love it.
But I've asked you to do that before.
Never, not once.
Would you like to go?
Shit.
I would love it.
All right.
I would absolutely love it.
All right, then done. I'll reach out.
Oh my God.
I have an opener, but I'd love for you to just like fly out one day.
Yeah.
And do one of these with me.
Let me get pregnant.
Yeah.
Let that go wrong.
Jesus Christ. I'm not participating.
You guys, I can't do comedy until I'm having a medical emergency.
Yeah. It anymore.
Kira, you're a joy.
Thanks, sweetheart.
And like I said, I've always wanted to tell you that night you really did. That meant so much. Well, and that's why you should be very careful with your words when you say it to people, because it holds a lot of weight, man, whether it's good or bad.
For sure.
It's very meaningful to a lot of people. And that night, you touched my heart that night. I was like, oh, I hugged you, because you don't know how much stress was on my shoulders. Oh. And when you did that, I was just like, thank you, Jesus, man. Like, thank you. So I wanted to say it to your face.
Thank you, sweetie.
And I've always wanted to tell you that I
so
love you and thank you.
Proud of you. And I'm just so like in awe watching just all your success. It's amazing. It's amazing. And when I see that picture of your, what is he, 2?
Yeah.
Like he's crying.
Yeah,
that face is like everything.
Yeah.
That face is everything. That face is all of parenthood.
It
really is.
Oh, I love you, Kira.
I love you, babe.
You're the best.
Thanks,
Kira
sweetie.
Soltanovich.
Very close.
Do it again.
It's Kira Soltanovich.
Come on, do it one more time. Say it right.
Kira Soltanovich.
Soltanovich.
Yeah.
Kira Soltanovich.
There you go.
You can follow her on
Kira Comedy.
On all platforms?
Website, Insta, Twitter. Yeah.
You really got Kira Comedy?
Kira Comedy.
How lucky did you get?
There better not be another one.
KIRA comedy.com and on everything.
Is Eddie Murphy in the room? What the? KIRA.
Did I do that?
Yes.
Oh, what a dick.
You got an Eddie Murphy voice. Like you're like nervous.
You know what? The reason why I spell it out, like really like enunciate the words,
you should.
Is because every time I did like a pod or something, literally people go, I looked for hours, Joy Koy. And I'm like, my name's not fucking Joy Koy.
Oh.
And it's one letter away from being right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what it is. So Kira comedy.
Comedy.
On all platforms.
Yes, sir.
Kira, I love you.
Mwah.
You are the funniest.
Thanks, sweetie.
God bless you, honey.
You too.
Scarpins Avenue.